Hey everyone, welcome back to another exciting episode of Attack Productions. Today I'm being joined once again by Jimmy, as we are also being joined by a special guest, our newcomer, Dalton.
Is he still a special guest? He was here before.
Just one time before.
I'm pretty sure I'm one of the guys now.
Well,
That's not happening.
moving on. Today's matchup is actually Matt versus Dalton. Kind of a fusion versus fusion almost. We have Matt playing Red Gogeta, which we've seen plenty of times. He brought it back this past weekend. It was good to see. And Dalton has brought in actually Xeno Gogeta.
Yeah, this deck is GOAT, you know. It's the GOAT.
How many meta whores are we gonna have at the shop? It's like every week somebody becomes a meta whore. I don't get it.
Well, we did have to change Dalton's deck like right before the matches because we immediately put the ban into effect as soon as we hear about it. So he was playing different rounds. So we adjusted his deck for him and made sure he was aware of the new eroded what's that Son Goku again? The unique one now.
Fighting Spirit.
True Fighting Spirit.
So I mean, is it still meta even though it's been eroded and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I stand correct. I'm sorry. But moving on, like always, there's buttons down below. Feel free to click them. The different reasons. But guys, let's get into this.
So kind of going into the thought of this match, I know that he's playing Red, and Red doesn't have a whole lot of defenses in the early stages of the game. The longer the game goes on, the harder of a chance I'm going to have going up against him. So I'm going to go hard and fast, just like my college days.
I fucking hate hearing anything of that type coming from that voice.
Jimmy, Dalton's new to the shop. Let's not scare him away.
Yeah, what's wrong with my voice, man? I've been told that I have the voice of an angel.
Who told you that?
Hinder.
Who?
You know, the late or the early 2000s alternative rock band Hinder. He told me I have the lips of an angel.
Can we just like not record this video?
Well, I think it was an interesting match. At least I'm hoping it's an interesting match. I haven't really watched all the way through yet. So let's just stick with it and kind of talk about the advantages of playing Red against Xeno Gogeta and how Xeno Gogeta could take on Red. You did mention that Red has a weak early game, but Red also has the ability to neg a lot, as long as you know how to manage your energy correctly.
Yeah.
But I will say Xeno Gogeta is slightly ridiculous with cards like this, which are, I think, 16k, and most red cards for one energy will not neg that out completely.
No. So he's going to do his negative thing, and it's going to survive a little bit. It's going to make him waste extra advantages.
But it would potentially slow Gogeta down so he can get to a point where he feels comfortable. Because we've all seen Matt when he's ready to go. Well, me and Jimmy have seen Matt with Red Gogeta. When he's ready to go off, he can literally go off and take the game.
I say it every time Matt has this deck. He will just sit there and do nothing for 5 turns, and then he sees one opening, and now you have 0 life. Like this deck is like so explosive in his hands, and I haven't seen anybody play it as well as Matt. I mean, there's certainly people that can shuffle their deck better than Matt, but I don't think there's many people that are better at Red Gogeta than Matt.
And I will say the counter to that, I feel like in Dalton, you can, I guess, depending on how this match goes, what have experience or not. Red Gogeta, what Matt likes to do is turn 3, go to the 5-drop, awaken, reset 2 energy, freely go into the 6-drop, and from there, he's in pretty safe water. So as long as you're able to hit him quick and knock him down fast, you should be safe against Red Gogeta.
Yeah, so that's the play. That's what I want to do. I want to just put all kinds of pressure on him. So here I'm putting out Thwarting the Dark Empire, SS3 Gogeta. I'm going to use this. I'm going to try to get him try to dual attack him down, but he's probably going to negate in some kind of way, Or maybe he's going to let me deal the damage to him. I can't remember.
I see quite a few.
I hate this so much.
Hey, what?
It's just nails on chalkboard coming from Dalton, and then Bancroft's damn YouTube voice.
Go on.
Is TCG Metals looking for a new member?
I don't know what I've done to offend you, but you're hurting my feelings here. I haven't been rejected like this since that one time in college.
Stop referring to your college days, please.
Why? I have college days. What do you have, big boy?
Probably nothing. Not the same college days you have.
Right, nothing.
Have you watched Smiling Friends?
Nope.
You remind me of the shrimp from Smiling Friends.
He's probably the Pog.
So moving back to the game, throwing on a double strike this early in the game as well, since it's only your turn 2. I'm really curious, what Matt has as a situation, as an opportunity now. He's going to turn 2 with 2 energy with 3 life. Does he try to just go into your turn, ready to gate, awaken, and expend more resources for defense? Does he try to use the energy during his turn? I just saw a card, and I think I know what he's going to do then. I believe it's the Kaioken Goku.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, he does do that.
Then he can awaken, have the energy for his defensive turn.
He's thinking nice and hard here. I decided to use that Champa to take him from 5 to 3, because then he would have to use cards in his hand to stop it if he didn't want to, which is a win for me. So yeah, I just did it that way.
So yeah, he decides to go ahead and pop the Thwarting, get out of the way, because technically I feel like, he couldn't establish it this turn anyways. But if he kept Thwarting on board and was able to get the Gogeta out, I don't think Gogeta can neg it out. I think Gogeta negs 15.
Mm-hmm.
And then one swing with Thwarting would take out Gogeta because it's not KOing it, it's just sending it to the warp, if I'm correct.
Yes. But we do see he has strats of U7, which is one of Matt's favorite cards.
Yes.
Being able to throw that down and keeping pretty much anything on the field, because there's very little cards for at this stage of the game that can remove such a big barrier body.
He's not putting out targets for me to be able to warp off, so I'm just having to use these guys as big bunguses to go into his life.
I'm sorry, what?
I said big bungus to go into Matt's life. What part of that did you understand?
There's a lot of things.
Bancroft, I don't like this Jimmy dude. Is this guy really our judge? This is the guy that is supposed to leave a lasting impression on new players to keep them into our game.
That's a stretch, but he does a decent job from time to time.
I do a fantastic job.
Well, he doesn't make me feel loved.
Just most of the time, this is like my happy place, getting to record these, and then when I have such an intrusion, it really, it hampers the creative process.
You probably shouldn't have. You probably shouldn't have killed the one dude that would have been here with you.
Hang on, kill's a strong word. I don't think anyone was killed in a recent activity. Someone was injured for sure.
They're who? No, nobody's been injured. Nobody's been hurt.
Mm-hmm. You did this.
We don't need to talk like this. Don, did you know jogging was invented in the 1960s?
We're doing this again for real? Again,
I don't know what you're talking about.
So
no, I didn't know that about jogging. Is that real?
Yeah,
it sounds like some anti-Nazi propaganda to me.
Oh my god!
So it was actually quote unquote discovered in 1962, and when some guy went to New Zealand, I think it was. I had to double check it yesterday because Jimmy wouldn't shut up about it.
Wow.
I'm sorry that I'm right.
I was just surprised that the term jogging was invented. Obviously, jogging was a thing beforehand, but
It's funnier if we just assume that nobody jogged before 1962.
and no one ran before 17 something.
Exactly.
All right.
It's funnier that way.
So we're seeing here you're able to apply enough pressure to get him to use both energies. He did clear out 2 of your cards in the process, but being able to overwhelm and bring a card back to your hand that you could potentially play for 1 energy is not a bad thing.
Oh, the other thing that he really did was he cleared off the thwarting, which has the unique tag on it. So it's going to give me the opportunity to play another thwarting.
That's kind of gross.
I guess Gogeta Xeno is so kind of meta.
But
Yeah.
nothing hit it.
I mean,
Yeah, nothing really hit it.
yeah, that is true.
I mean, ooh, we can't play Shadow Dragons now. Woohoo.
The fuck?
The Unison guy, you know this, you're a judge. So here you went ahead and swung, and you're applying a ton of pressure either to get him to combo out his hand to try attack or take the hit, right? Is that that's double strike? Yes.
Yeah, so this is either getting him to combo out his entire hand or lose. So I comboed this up, knowing how much damage I had on the field and how much I could put out following this. And unless he had like 4 super combos in his hand, which Matt is really popular for doing, I would have this game at this point.
So going the 1-drop spam route. Interesting.
Yeah, so here we're cracking the 1-drops. And then I'm going to crack the Kai in the warp to play out the Pycon. And then we'll use the +1 on the Pycon to give the 1-drops 10,000. And then we can also use the leader's ability to give the 1-drops 10,000.
That's
This is almost as disgusting as your voice.
Jimmy. This is our
What?
guest.
I don't give a fuck.
And it seems like Matt realized there's something he could do at that point. And with that, Dalton takes the win.
This is so unfortunate.
Well, in the words of the wise NBT, he should have drawn more super combos. He should get good.
Hang on, Dalton. Now, Matt's a good player. We can't be dissing our players. I know Jimmy's leaving a sour taste.
Oh, no, I was talking about Jimmy.
Oh.
Yeah. Get good, scrub.
I am good.
Have you two actually played each other yet?
Nope.
Interesting.
I hope I hope I never have to.
Well, Dalton, you coming out next week?
I'm going to try.
Okay. Well, we look forward to your return. And with that being said, we're going to wrap this video up. Jimmy, do you have any kind words you want to say before we go?
Kind words?
You've been kind of a dick this entire video.
I've not been a dick.
You've been
I shared information about jogging. Like, that's useful information to know.
Like always, read your cards, know your plays, and fluff out.